Christopher took over the writing of the Railway series and created new characters, new adventures, and this summer he is going to be talking about his life in a one-off show at London's Hammersmith Apollo. It's also hosted by rail enthusiast Pete Waterman. It's called 85 Years of Letting Off Steam. I'm really pleased and excited to say we can speak to Christopher now. Hi Christopher, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you very much, Darcy.
Thank you for coming on the show this afternoon. Thomas the Tank Engine is so loved across all generations. Why do you think that is, in your opinion?
There must be any number of reasons. Probably everybody who is a fan has his or her own reason. But it's something that's puzzled me for at least 40 years, and probably father for 40 years before that.
Yeah, and you obviously grew up with these stories too, so even more personal for you as well, being told by your father. What were your kind of earliest memories of Thomas and the Railway series?
My earliest memory, I suppose, is of being a 9-year-old at prep school when my father sent to me a copy of the fourth book, Tank Engine Thomas Again, and I became the flavour of the month perhaps for about 7 days, because Awdry had a father who writes books, and they didn't last.
And obviously, when did you then realise that you wanted to continue the stories yourself? Was it daunting stepping into your father's world and adding your own characters and adventures?
Well, no, I didn't decide that I wanted to do it, actually. As far as I was concerned, it was a father's vision, and that was it. There were 26 books after when he finished, and that was the end of it. But I wrote a story when my son Richard was about the same age as I'd been when I'd had measles, and he enjoyed it. So because I got bored, I suppose, I did another 4 stories, showed that a lot to father, and he said, all right, go ahead, send it to my editor. So I did, and the fact that her approval came on April the 1st didn't strike me at first, but it needn't have turned out maybe the way it did.
Yeah, and now you're doing this special one-off show at the Hammersmith Apollo. What can audience expect from this evening?
Well, it's going to be a fun-filled night with never seen or heard before treats, hosted by, as you said, legendary Pete Waterman. There'll be some special guests who I can't talk about, and surprises as well along the way. So it should be a good evening.
Yeah, and obviously looking back after 85 years, it's obviously called 85 Years Letting Off Steam. I mean, it must mean a great deal to you, the whole journey, to you personally, obviously.
Yes, it does. It's going to be quite an evening, I think, and I hope I shall get to enjoy it.
Yeah, you got to make sure you do, Christopher. You've got to make sure you enjoy it, definitely. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
No, thank you. Christopher Awdry there, the man who carried on the Railway